Okay, so it's Monday, December 21st. We will have the weekly close in 40 minutes, around 40 minutes. As we can see, this is the Coinbase chart. The price is almost all the same on all the exchanges. So we are still quite bullish. We still didn't see like a big reaction, but there's still 1 week to go. So today is the 21st, still 9 days to go for the weekly. So this candle can be go up and then suddenly do a week like this, close, maybe a retest, and then start to come down. On the monthly, as we can see, we can still go higher in this chart. So this is important as well. And I'm just making it now without any trend lines and Fibonacci's and support resistance, just moving averages. So as we can see, this is a weekly. We are closing. There's only a small week here. So we can do something like this. We can still go a bit higher. And we are above all-time highs still, as we know. Indicators still pointing up, although we are extremely overbought. So I think we will be almost stopping out until like a correction. And let's see. So for now, the weekly still good to go. Now the price is fighting to stay bullish on the daily and 4 hours. So because it's 40 minutes to go. So now I'm putting the trend lines. But as before, as you know, these moving averages are the places to buy on the weekly. You need to be patient. And they are aligned also with the all-time high, this area, and this top here. So it's the 14K, as I said before, and all this until here, this area, it's all dips are for buying, especially these two. These areas here until here, at least the 50. So basically until 10.9, you can accumulate and you get out if we lose this. This is on a weekly chart. Okay, you get out from the swing low. And until there, you accumulate, especially here, or you can just accumulate when the candles close above this two moving average and you put your stop loss below the wick of some candle that may even come here to touch it, goes up, closes above, and then you put your stop loss below and you accumulate here and let it ride. So these are all options. Remember, it's all about checking the candles. You don't need to catch this wick below. You just need to see if we close above the moving averages, and then you buy and you put your stop loss below one of them. So you just need to read the candles alongside the moving averages. Don't try to catch these wicks. No need. There's no need for that. What you need is to buy low, sell high, and make profits. And risk management, which is the most important. So this is where we are. On Coinbase, we are already above this trend line. The targets, I'm seeing the target here on the 25,800, or we can come as a maximum, as an extension to this trend line, which is the 30K, actually 29K, 28, 29, but I'm seeing this area here first. So, but this is Coinbase. I'm just using now Bitstamp. So on Bitstamp, we still didn't reach this trend line. So this is the area I'm seeing as toppy, and the other one as an extension. So the 25.9, 26. But if we get extremely bullish and we close above here on a weekly basis, we can go big time high. But I think we need to correct before that. So I'm seeing this area as the first stop before we come to test the moving averages and the supports and resistance below. But for now, still bullish, and let's see what we do. So this week still okay. The daily seems like it's holding to try to come here. Let's see if the next candle, the next weekly candle closes. If we close above here, maybe we have another push higher, and then let's see if we have a big breakdown afterwards. So, and daily on Bitstamp. So we are starting to get red, but still doing higher lows. So it's still holding to try to push one more time up. And you can use, on the daily, you can use these areas, the whole time high, which is here, and all these areas, this trend line. This one was already tested to go up, but we can retest it again. And we have the moving average here. You can accumulate until here because we never tested this area to go up. And then use your stop loss below here. And you just accumulate here, but wait for a candle to close above the moving averages. And use your risk management, or you just accumulate with no stop loss until here. You can buy bits here, put some bits here and a bigger bit here to make the average like 20%, 20%, 60% here, and use your stop loss here. So these are all areas to buy, as I said. On the daily we are trying to hold this. Still 40 minutes to go. And I think I see this top here with an extension with this candle, with that candle. Maybe here as well. So maybe here on the 27, 28, but I'm seeing this as a top, but if we start to close above, we can have an extension. So it's all about checking what the candles do. Remember, indicators are starting to point down here on the daily, on Bitstamp, so we can have the less push, but I think we are getting to the tops, which for me it will be around this area here. And then you have all this moving average on the daily. Of course, the weekly is more important, so you need to align all the moving average depending on the days. You need to check all the time frames. These 200s here are super important. I don't know when we come here, but normally these ones hold, like the first big move down, stronger big move down. So it's the 11.7, 11.6. I think this area we will come down. I think we will have a huge bounce here on this area here. Basically this area here, sooner or later. But let's see until when. For now, if this one holds, and the weekly 21 and 12 and 20, which is these three lines here, these three moving averages, still buying opportunities with the stop loss below the swing lows here, these two. I'm seeing this one stronger, and because can have a week down here to test this 17.2, hold and maybe start. This is super bullish still, so you don't need to try to catch the tops, but if you see candles and rejections closing above these trend lines, of course you can do a short, put your stop loss just above, and take profits in the way down, because if we hold here and start to move up, you can get out here and you just edge basically. You do profits from here to here to here to here, and you get out and then reassess, and you didn't lose money on the move down, and may even make money on leverage. Okay, so, but for bigger shorts, if you want to bet against the market, you need to wait for the weekly to close above the 21 moving average and the 20 with candles closing and some retests, and then that's when the market starts to be more bearish. Until then, this is just price needs to correct and try to go up from there. Okay, so this is it. These places to buy, and yeah. Okay, so just Litecoin, because on Litecoin, as we can see, we reached this trend line here. We rejected, but we didn't see any big rejection. So we are still above. We are now on this support, as we can see. We are above support. So I'm sure we will have, I'm quite sure, not sure, but quite sure we have another push up, maybe then some weeks here, and then let's see if this one holds. If this one holds, it's a buying opportunity with a stop loss below this area here, and you try to go higher. If we close below this one, we can go up in the weekly, and then close below, we will come down at least here or here. So on a weekly basis. Litecoin chart is super easy on trend lines, never fails. Everything was super easy. All the retests were made from this trend line, from this trend line, from this trend line. Even without trend lines, you got the perfect buys here, there, there, on the wicks. Everything is precise and super easy. On the daily too, see, we close above here, we push higher, we still had this wick to test the support, so this all mathematical. Here we got to 89, retest, all the moving averages were tested here. When we come down big time, this will be the place to buy on the 200 here. I think these candles here with the stop loss below. And even the monthly we got the perfect buy on the 21, the 20 and the 12. The three moving averages gave the perfect buy here, as we can see. So this is very simple and super bullish for now because we are on this area here. So let's see if this candle on the monthly still closes above this area here, which is the base now. If we close below, I think we will come down in 9 days. If not, we will keep on you can use this as a base. These 2 weeks, this area we are, from here to here, as your stop loss, and you try to get a candle to push higher to here, or here, or here, or even all-time highs. So when it starts to go up, we can have retests like here, but we can still push higher when in bull markets. So just remember that. Okay, this is it. Back again. Bitcoin daily. See where we are. Still strong. Half an hour to go. Still holding. I don't know if when we close, if we come here to test this area because it's red and we didn't pass this. And the next candle, we need to close above this wick at least. So if we close above that wick over there, this wick, it's a bit more bullish. Otherwise, maybe we close and we come to test here, and we will range until in this area, in this zone. So let's see. We have to come down sooner or later, so I think indicators need to refresh. We are overbought for a while, although, as I said, we can still push higher to those targets. Okay, and this is Litecoin, just to check where we are. We got the rejection, and this support resistance here, it comes from the past. So we will be here. Maybe we will try to push one time another week, or from here, who knows if we come down. At least here, to test this week here, which is aligned with the 12. The 21 is here as well, but this one was already tested as this trend line. So let's see what we do here. Indicators are starting to point down. Let's see if Litecoin shows the way to Bitcoin, getting this top here and then just go down from here. But I still think we have a push higher, at least 1 week, something like this here, like a week. Who knows?